Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Nev from Nav's Tac Bits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. Today we're checking out May 1980 Popular Mechanics. What we'd like to do is have a look in and see how technology and society has changed. One thing's for sure, though. Ain't nothing better than having a good dog, a good partner, and a good fast car. All these things combined, I am Captain Planet. 1980 Ford Bronco. Man, I had a lot of dinky cars that looked like that, but I tell you what, in life I never had the ability to drive or enjoy one of those. Well, there's still time. And geez, look at this. A Yamaha lawn tractor, it looks like. I mean, a real man's lawn tractor. I wonder if that is, was the going Asian's tractor. Man, I don't have a use for that thing in my towny situation, but I wish I did. Sears Armadillo fencing is so tough it fights off rust, corrosion, and weathering. Oh, does it? I wonder if that means it's been galvanized. Really, though, I've never seen any chain link fence get rusty. Huh. Oh, zinc. Tin roof. Rust. Old school lawnmowers. Why would anyone want to do drugs when they could just mow the lawn? Holy fur, I keep forgetting that those old push ones actually had a motor on it sometime. I wonder if that was just to help the blades spin or if that actually helped the wheels move. Either way, look at this vacuum looking mower. That's something else, eh? Chrysler saves you gas out on the water. I wonder if they still make these kinds of engines. Windsor, Canada stands alone. Legit though, that might be one of the last places you might want to take your horse. You have to have some pretty good shoes on it to be taking that path. Then again, I only ride as a hobby, but seriously, I'd be concerned about the thing falling over and breaking a leg. Volkswagen pickup. It's new. It's built like a truck but drives like something else. An unfair comparison between Jeep and Kubota. Man, I love watching military guys take one of those original Jeeps apart and put it together. There's so little to it, it's wonderful. Well, I'll be damned. I've never seen a plunger like that before. Plunger action combines with the tap water, builds pressure to clean clogs. Huh. Huh. All right. Okay. I want one of these though. I've always wanted to take one of those underwater and go on a cruise. Have you ever been underwater with flippers? It feels like you're flying, but with one of those things, you could really go. Frankly speaking, Kmart has deals worth listening to. That's right. You want to listen in on the coppers? Man, my neighborhood really fell apart, and now we got I shouldn't say low income, but single men who came from Guelph, basically, who have mental problems, live in the old folks' home, or whatever you want to call it, on the corner. And man, we got cops there all the time, and my mom loves it. She just looks over there and daydreams about what's going on. Oh, look, a happy little boot knife. It's so cute. Look how cute. Coming soon, a traceable bomb. You can see it under a particular light. I wonder what they've been doing with that gunpowder. Winston, do they still make these cigarettes in the States? I remember seeing a cartoon, the Flintstones. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Man, never seen cartoons sell advertisements for cigarettes before or after that. I think it came from the 50s, though. And that's interesting. It looks like he's the type of guy to run that machine. And machines like that these days, you don't get them without air conditioning. I mean, you can, but you're required by law to let the individual take a break from it after X amount of time if it's X amount hot. So it's just cheaper to get the air conditioning. That velvet feeling. There's nothing like giving a woman a hug when she's wearing the smoothness of the velvet. And anyone who's been there before knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's just lovely. Yes, friends, the station wagon once was a great thing, but totally replaced by the SUVs because of higher profit margins. I didn't know how popular they were until I started going through these magazines. I miss them. I miss the fake wood trim. Here comes Skill's boar gun. Man, I have a difficult time looking at boars the same way after I watched a video of a drunken woman trying to befriend a boar. And the boar kind of used its tusken nose to spread the woman's legs a little to nuzzle it or something. And she just cut right into that poor thing's leg. And with how quick the blood was dripping out, I was kind of worried about her. But yeah. You know, white women, they love animals. It tends to work out, but sometimes it goes wrong. Man, yeah, I don't trust boars after that. Here's Joe Camel back in the 80s. All you had to do was light up a cigarette and the woman came flocking to you. Oh, is that a cigarette? Oh, let me have some of that, please. GMC Indy 500 winner. Never seen a Firebird on the front of a truck. Only on Firebird cars. Huh. All right. Remember when calculator watches were a thing? Man, I was wearing one just to be funny in 2022. Interesting time to be alive. Timing belt light. I love these things. They look like something you could take RoboCop down with. I want one, even though I don't think anyone uses them anymore because everything sensors these days and no timing. How does anyone wear those suits out in the sun? I would frickin' pass out immediately. I can hardly have those things in an air-conditioned room. What's going on? I must be too much of a yuppie or something. Wheel horse really gives you your money's worth. I have never heard of wheel horse before. It's interesting. If you look at, 1910, there were like 50 or something like that American car manufacturers. And these days, there's 5? It's interesting. I think they call it the Pareto distribution. Ooh, high fidelity TV. High fidelity sound. Mono speakers. It wouldn't be until about the year 2001 until I understood that a lot of the old speakers I used to listen to were mono. They were not stereo. And even if I had stereo, I was probably never sitting in the right place. I mean, you have to be sitting right in the center of speakers around you if you want to get the proper speaker setup and sound. That's a beautiful cutaway of a Black & Decker. I love cutaways. They're the best. Shows you what's going on the inside. Yeah. So I just noticed something. These cans right here, the older kinds of cans, they have 355 milliliters, but I thought the newer cans had more. I guess they just switched it up, huh? Man, check it out. That's an old school Pabst Blue Ribbon. And check this out. Kawasaki Ninja's cool. Yeah. Look at the smile that guy's got. We know what he's thinking. He's gonna drive that Kawasaki right away from that Whammons. Geez, that's interesting. He's got a cricket bat there. Always remember to wear your helmets. I knew a guy. So in my old house that I used to have, it was a semi-detached, and there was a biker that lived there a few rounds before I did, and he was known for bringing his bike in every winter. He'd just bring his motorbike in, and he'd keep it in the living room. Oh yeah. You want to get in an accident in that thing, but still. Oh, the balls on those guys. I love it. And I think this is actually our classical Marlboro Man. It seems like you get 2 or 3 different ones, but that's the one everyone seems real familiar with. Ooh, yes, sir. The type of art that shows you everything going on. The engine, the cooling, the lovely breeze, all of the good stuff. Even children could sit and look at this and be like, ooh, oh. It is just amazing how far we've come in the last 100 years. I gotta say, it clearly feels like we've gone further in the last 100 years than humanity has in the last, 5,000? The iron butterfly and the boat tote. That thing looks huge. Oh, you know we have bigger these days, though. We always build bigger. That's just how we do. Inflatable rafts, new and improved, apparently, and in the now. And we have flight test simulators for adults. It looks like the same kind of thing you had in your car when you were 6 years old to keep you shushed up in the back. I love it. How to take care of your car by numbers. Okay, say what you want. I just freaking love the art. You look at these things long enough, you get a good idea how this stuff actually works. And I can say that because this is kind of how I learned what was on the inside of computers. Yeah. I love these ads. I always read way too much into them. So he's having a cigarette there and they're featuring the light point. But look at the girl. She must be on some tripping drug or something because she looks like she's looking right through him. She looks like she's trying to figure out what he's thinking about and she's looking at his thoughts. What's going on in there? Uncle Henry's newest lock blade, the cat's paw. Geez, Uncle Henry, you need to have those things looked at. What's going on there in the shoulders, eh? Man, they were advertising these telephones forever, and of course you could get the deluxe chrome model for $99.50. And those chrome models I've seen in old black and white movies when they were like in hotels in really swanky areas, and those are really collectible. They all are, but the chrome ones are super collectible. Anyways, folks, that's it from me. Nat from Nat's Tack Bits. Have a good one. Take care of each other. Go give your dog a pat for me. Tell him he's a good boy.